Good morning, beautiful people. It may not be morning for you, but here in Costa Rica it looks like we're going to have a beautiful blue sky day for once, which is great. They don't call it a rainforest for no reason. So today is day 11 and I'm really proud of you for sticking with it this far. It's all about stability. We're going to focus on balance, stability of the core, stability in the legs. So really try to keep everything nice and strong, and don't worry if you fall out of it. Have a little bit of fun with this one, guys, because stability is a funny thing. One day you can be great at it and the next day you think, I used to be able to do this really well. So don't worry, there's so many reasons why sometimes that your stability is just not as good as the day before. So really laugh at yourself and just have fun with this one. So we're going to start off by standing at the top of our mats, and we're going to start off with some sun salutations to warm up the body. But before we begin, let's just tune into the body. So stand nice and tall, slightly engage the core, close the eyes. Start off with your natural breath and just feel the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out. And now start to engage your Ujjayi breath, that soft sea breeze sound at the back of the throat. Nice deep inhales and exhales in and out of the nostrils. Feel the stability of the legs as you stand tall. Already start to feel balance with your toes touching and your heels just a little bit apart. When you're ready, inhale your hands to the sky. Open your eyes and look up. Exhale, let's fold forward from the hips, remembering to bend your legs whenever you need to. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold forward, and let's grab onto the elbows and just hang here for a moment, allowing the back body to open up for us. Especially if you're doing this in the morning, the body can feel quite stiff. When you first get out of bed, you've just had 8 hours or so of lying in a static position. So let's give the body the time here today. Allow everything to hang really heavy here, remembering to suck in the belly. And if your legs are bent, perhaps try straightening through one leg and then through the other. And only when it feels right, maybe try to straighten through both of the legs. Let's place our hands on the ground and step back into our first plank of the day. Make it nice and strong, and if you need to drop your knees to the ground and take an easier plank, then remember to listen to the body. But already feeling that stability of the core wherever you are, let's all drop our knees, come all the way down to the belly and take an easy baby cobra here. And then let's come up into plank once again and send our hips back and up into our downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. Smile it out and walk through the legs. Become stable just for a moment, sucking in that lower abdomen. Keeping the arms and the legs nice and strong here. Then let's take a really slow walk forward, as slowly as you can. Feeling through those hamstrings, maybe giving your side body a little stretch. And then walk again and stretch the other side. And then come all the way to the top of your mat. Hang nice and heavy, grabbing onto the elbows once again. Take one deep breath in and out. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold forward. And on the inhale, let's come up, taking our arms above the head, touching the palms, and draw them into your heart center. Inhale the hands up. We're going to do that again. We're going to start to speed it up a little bit. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Now it's your choice. You can come to a full cobra or an upward facing dog with your thighs off of the ground. But we're going to attempt to do a chaturanga all the way down, okay? So bend your elbows, bring them close to the body, and then inhale into your back bend. Whichever back bend feels right for you. And then exhale, let's send our hips up and back into downward facing dog. Become nice and stable and soft within your downward facing dog. And don't worry if you can't get those heels down still and you're feeling frustrated with yourself. That's okay. It may come with time. Now you can step or jump to the front of the mat. So inhale, bend the legs, look forward, and on the tail of your exhale, jump forward if you can. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to the sky and to your heart center. Take a little breather here, and we're going to take our chaturanga one step further, only if you're willing and only if you're ready. Feel the stability of the legs holding you upright and your spine as you stand nice and tall here. Inhale, open the arms, take a mini back bend. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands. Now it's up to you. Step back into plank. If that's enough for you, take a step back. If you want to try, and you've done yoga for a while and this is just a little catch up, a little boost, then maybe try jumping back into chaturanga. Only if you have the strength and the stability of the core. I'm just going to do this once with you just so you can see what it looks like. I don't want anybody doing this if you're not ready. So we're going to meet in downward facing dog. Suck in your core if you're jumping back. You're going to bend your elbows and you're going to land in your chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Whichever back bend you choose, a baby cobra, full cobra, or come into your upward facing dog. Push up nice and strong through those shoulders. Feel the stability of the shoulders holding you up. And then exhale into your downward facing dog. I'm going to hold down dog just for 5 breaths here. Remember to send your tailbone up towards the sky. On your next inhale, bend the knees. If you want to jump, jump forward. If you want to step, do that. And if you just want to walk, take a slow walk. If you've got your knees bent, perhaps just stretch through the side body a minute. And then when you're ready, take a nice little jump. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to the sky. Touch your palms above your head and draw them to your heart center. Lift up through the left leg. Already feel that stability on the right leg. And we're going to step out wide, taking a wide stance here. We're just going to start off with a little bit of strengthening for our thighs and for our hip flexors. Start to turn your heels inwards, toes out, bend through the knees, coming down into goddess. Open up, and you can keep your hands on your knees and just bounce here. We're just going to take 5 little bounces. If you want to go a step further, open up through the arms so that you've got your arms in the same sort of position as your legs. And just do 5 little bounces here. Wonderful. Now take your hands to your knees and look over to the right side, stretching through the body, having a nice little twist here. And then take it the other way, looking over the left shoulder, having a nice twist. Back to center, straighten through the legs, and we're going to walk our feet together. For our first balancing poses, we're going to come into tree pose. Now we want to try and be like some of the trees behind me, just really feeling the roots of our feet sinking into the mat and into the ground. Open up through all of the toes. Become really aware and conscious of them. Lifting up through the arches a little bit. Strengthening through the core, through the legs. Start to lift the left leg off the ground. Open up through that knee. Now you can have this foot either on your calf. If you need a bit of extra stability, you can even have that little toe, that big toe, touching the ground ever so lightly. Or you can take it above the knee, not on the knee, guys. It's really important, not on the knee. Wherever you are, open up through that hip. Feel it pushing away from itself, back toward behind you. So this is like the branch of a tree now, this leg. Now your hands can stay on your hips. You can just feel this out. Make sure you take a drishti point. You find a focal point that isn't moving. You can stay here. You can take your hands to your heart center. Stand up nice and tall through this hip. Make sure you're not sinking into the right side. You're keeping it nice and tall and strong through this right side and through the right hip. Okay, and don't worry if you fall out of it like I just did. Just laugh at yourself. Whew. I think my stability's a bit off today. One of those mornings. Come nice and strong. Hands to your heart center. And you can just stay here. Or you can lift your hands up. And maybe keep them above your head like you're a little temple. Looking after this temple body. Or if you want to go even further, straighten through the arms, maybe even look up. Find a point that isn't moving and look up. Don't worry if you're not here. If this is too much, then just stay down here. Now exhale, let's release that leg slowly. Stretch it out and bring it down. Don't worry if that wasn't very graceful and you kind of fell out. It'll come with time. You can keep repeating these videos and eventually you'll think, oh, I've got it. I can actually release my leg nice and slow. It's wonderful when you feel the progression happening. I'm going to do the same on the other side. You may feel that the standing leg is quite tired now. That's completely normal. That leg's done quite a lot of work. So let's spread those yogi toes. Feel them all coming down. Stand up nice and tall through the body, sucking in the core. Lifting through the right leg this time. Hold it there just for a second. Place it wherever you want. On the ankle, with the toes slightly touching the ground. On the calf. Or above the knee, as close to the crutch as possible. Opening up through that thigh, really pushing that foot into the thigh. Hands on the hips, hands to the heart, or hands above the head, wherever you want them to be. This is your body, this is your temple. And never feel you have to do what someone else in the room is doing. Always do what feels right for you and your body. Let's take 3 more breaths. 3 deep Ujjayi breaths here. Remember to smile. And slowly release that leg. See if you can without falling out. Straighten it and bring it down. Let's take a sun salutation. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands on the ground and you can step back into plank or you can jump to your Chaturanga. I'm going to step back with you. I'm very aware that I don't want you guys to feel like you have to do what I'm doing. Really keep everything nice and strong in the core. Feeling that stability through the shoulders, pushing up and out, away from the ground. Drop your knees, come down into your baby cobra. Inhale, using the back muscles to lift your body up. Exhale down, and let's send our hips up and back into our downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, bend through the legs, step, walk, or take a little jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, your hands above your head, palms touching, and then down to your heart center. Let's play around with a little bit more. I'm going to move back just because I've got a banister in the way there. We're going to lift up through the left foot. Now you can just stay here and you can use your hand to hold on to your knee, and you can just be here, this is fine. Or take your hand inside the leg and maybe try to grab the ankle. Take the other hand to the hip just for a moment. If this is enough, stay here, or try to grab the big toe. And you can just be here, stay here. If you want to try to start to straighten through the legs, then start to maybe straighten through the leg. If that's enough, be there. If you can straighten all the way, then wonderful, you've got your full yogi toe hold here. I'm going to come back and be a bit with you. Staying here, opening up through the hip a little bit. Remember to smile. Now, without falling, let go of your toe or wherever you had your hand. Start to send that leg behind you. For our dancer, grabbing on the outside of the foot or on the ankle. Start to lean forward, maybe take your hand forward. Look at a point that isn't moving. If this is enough, stay there, or start to kick that back leg behind you. Start to kick it behind you, lifting the foot and opening up through the shoulder. But if here is enough, then stay here. And then release. Kick that leg in front of you. Hold it for a second and then we're bringing it down. Wonderful. Let's shake out that standing leg. The sun is starting to come out here, which is absolutely beautiful. Got our morning sunrise. Now let's lift up through the right leg. Grab wherever you can, the ankle, or you can just hold onto the knee, that's fine. Perhaps you can get the toe. Stand up nice and tall through this hip. Don't let the hip fall to the side. Keep it drawn into the center. Find your drishti point, find your focal point, and maybe, just maybe, you can start to straighten that leg. And remember to laugh if you fall. I'm going to come back. Stay where you are just for one more breath. And then start to send that leg behind you, grabbing on the inside of the ankle. Just stay here if this is enough. If you can, start to lean forward. Maybe take your hand forward, maybe take a little mudra. Maybe, ooh, see, I'm losing it. It's not the best stability morning for me, I can tell you. Perhaps start to open through the hip, lifting the leg up to the sky, opening up through the shoulder. And come down. Maybe you kick that leg a little forward and allow it to come and meet the other foot. Okay, shake the legs out, guys. Well done, whatever you did. If you fell out like I did, it's okay. Maybe next time will be better. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale your hand to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. And let's step back into plank. This is our last chaturanga, guys, so keep it nice and strong. Sucking in the belly, sucking in the core. Let's come down into our chaturanga, nice and strong. And take the back bend of your choice. So either all the way to the ground or into your downward facing dog. Drop the knees wherever you are. Send your hips back, and let's take a little child's pose here before we continue. Inhale, come up. And now, oh, I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes. Sorry, guys. One of the downsides of being in the jungle, huh? There's not many downsides. So you love all this nature, it's just incredible. So sit up nice and tall on your legs. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth and open up, sticking out the tongue. Let's do a lion's breath. And take your legs out in front of you. We're going to do a little bit more stability, this time with the core and a bit of balance, because boat poses actually balance as well as core strength. So come onto your sit bones. Start to lean back. Feel the core already engaging as you lean back. Maybe you lift your feet off the ground and you just hold behind the legs. Stay here if this is enough. Perhaps you let go of the legs and you just allow the arms to come out in front of you. Just hold this just for 3 breaths, guys. Look up. Not up, up, up. Keep the neck nice and straight with the sit bones and with the back. And then wrap your legs in towards each other and come into a comfortable seat. We're going to end off our practice with a little spinal twist. So take a nice comfortable seat of your choice. Inhale the hands to the sky. Take your right arm over to the left leg. Look over your shoulder. And enjoy the twist. Inhale the hands to the sky. And then take a twist over to the left. Sorry, over to the right. I don't know my left from my right, not yet. And then come back to center. Place your hands wherever they feel comfortable. You're more than welcome to lie down in Shavasana. Or you can sit up in a comfortable cross-legged position. And let's close our practice off with a small meditation. So slightly engage the core, only ever so slightly, keeping the stability through the spine. Hands on the knees, or you can even place them in your lap. Close the eyes. Feel the sit bones on the ground. And feel everything just become nice and heavy. Everything's relaxing back and down, shoulders back and down. And just allow your breath to return to its normal rhythm. Enjoy the sensations of the body after that flow today. If any thoughts start to come into your mind, just allow them to pass. Don't pay them any attention. Just going to have a moment of silence here. And then I'll be back with you. When you're ready, inhale your hands to the sky with your eyes still closed. Touch them above the head, draw them into your heart center. Bow your head to your hands. Thank yourself for showing up again. 11 days of yoga. You're really giving your body such a gift. Your body, your mind, and your soul. Bat your eyes open. Namaste. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for our day 12. Have a beautiful evening.